Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to unmesh everything inside of your forest and also inside of Stump. So let's get right onto this tutorial. First thing you want to do is you want to click on like the ground or the roof of the building or whatever, like an object, and this should all be highlighted. Then you want to turn off it by unchecking it over here, and then you want to look up pit ground or pit geo, and these will pop up. You want to click the X, and then you see all these. You want to go to all three of these and turn on the mesh, and do the same thing for pit wall and pit ground. If you already have a ground, then keep your ground. But yeah, next thing you want to do is we need to actually get all this stuff. So you're gonna find long branch. That's nothing. Sound post. You want to drop down sound post. Drop down geo, and then you're gonna find speaker pole and these two speakers. Or yeah, you want to turn on mesh on for that one. And then you're gonna find campground structure. You're gonna find step ladder. All these things you can just turn on mesh on for all these. And then you're gonna be doing the same thing, but you're gonna drop down picnic table and default. You're gonna turn mesh on for that one. And then for the scoreboard, you're going to turn on these two things right here. Okay, now we're done with that one. Scroll down, you're going to find campfire. You're going to want to turn on wood and stone mesh. Okay, and then you're going to scroll down, you're going to find new treehouse. What you're going to do is you want to turn on treehouse and ladder. And then down here, you're going to find small treehouse. You're going to turn on that tree. Which then we'll turn on this, as you can see. Then down here, you're going to find all these small trees. Which what you're going to do is you want to click on it. And then you're going to find these. You're gonna want to turn on. Wait. Oh, you're gonna want to turn on mesh for all of these. So I'm gonna be doing that. So what you do is you want to go through all of these like little trees. And then you want to turn on mesh. So you want to go down here, small tree, turn on mesh for that. And you're gonna do it for all these. I'm not even gonna do that because it's gonna take me a long time. But I'm gonna be teaching you how to do other stuff. Then you want to go down to wall climb, these two verticals right here. You want to turn on mesh for that. Oh, and this one as well. And then you're gonna find cave light. That's nothing. Hit targets. You are make sure you have a mesh on for all of these. Some of them, I don't know if you already have a mesh. Okay, these already do have a mesh, but if they don't, then just turn on mesh for all these hit targets. Not the hit counters, but the hit targets. And then the bridge, you want to turn on mesh for that. And then like these flat panels, I need to do this too. So drop down all these flat panels. That's like this. Then you can check down all these. And then what you do is when you hold down shift and then do control like this. So then you want to hold down control and then do all these like this. Keep holding down controls, do all this for all these. And go through up all the way. And then turn on mesh for that. I'm not going to do trees. And then you want to go down to slide. Turn on mesh for all these, or these two right here. And it should pop up. And then for like all these lamps, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find mesh. You're gonna try to mesh for all these lamps. I'm not even gonna do that, but for all these lamps. And if you're doing lampposts, then turn on mesh for lamppost. But I'm not gonna do that. And then scroll down. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to. I'll show you one more step if you do. I don't know where it is. There should be ramp. Oh, right, yeah, ramp. Ramp supports. These two gotta be on. And there you go. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to do inside stump. So, you want to click on stump. and you want to click on like whatever like one. So you're gonna see all these like mesh together, right? You're gonna want to click turn off on here, and then you're gonna scroll down, and you're gonna find like all of this stuff. I need to do what I'm supposed to do. So you're gonna find long branch. You're gonna turn all these tree branches, short branch, and the ramp on. Make sure all those are on, so they're on meshed together. And then inside here, you're gonna want to click on one of these keys or whatever, and then you're gonna find MOTD. You're gonna have that on, and then for wardrobe, make sure that all on. And I'll teach you guys what to do. So down here, you're gonna find static. You want to turn on monitor. You want to put mesh on for monitor. Table, you want to put mesh on. Stool, make sure that has a mesh on. And then all these like wall monitor, you hold down shift, hold down all of them. You want to turn on mesh on for those. And then for keyboard, make sure that has a mesh on. I didn't see. And for code of conduct, make sure these board and stand both have mesh on. And then mode select box, make sure these two have a mesh on. I can see. I'll teach you how to fix like that black stuff. And then for game mode and current mode, you turn mesh on them, and that's how you fix that. And then table and wardrobe, highlight both of them and put on mesh on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this whole tutorial. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, I will be posting a lot of videos. But yeah, so like for trees, you just want to turn on mesh on for that, like this. So find small tree. Inside of prefab small tree, you're gonna drop down this, and then drop down spring to fall small tree, and you're gonna find this. You want to turn on mesh for that for all the trees. But yeah, like, subscribe, and peace out, guys.